I got my Nissan Navara back. Joe's off-road. We call him Jojo. Jojo got me a brand new original Nissan vacuum pump and got it on there. And man, he wasn't going to charge me any labor really on all that, just like cost of the parts and stuff and all. I said, man, no, Joe, ain't gonna do that. Man, they worked hard doing all that and repairing that truck. Man, he's just such a great guy. Absolutely great guy. That herd of sheep, they've been living back there for years, and that's their territory. Everybody here knows it. Everybody just goes around them. It's not a big problem at all. It's part of what I love about being here in the Philippines. You know, some of you might like, man, look at those sheep right out in the middle of the road. They need to get those out of there. They need to have a fence, pin them up, all that. But it's the Philippines, and it's some of the things I actually enjoy. So today we are at Qualimed. This is Qualimed Hospital, and we made some appointments here, see a couple doctors, get some checkups, and we're gonna probably make several trips here. Cap's doing some checkup stuff. Melinda and I both are doing some checkup stuff, and so there's many hospitals here in Iloilo. Man, there's many, and we can cover them over time, but this is one that we've been to before, which is Qualimed Hospital right here. It's a pretty nice hospital, but there is many hospitals to choose from. This city has no lack of hospital facilities, I tell you. Quite a few to choose from. All right, well, I just want to do a little follow-up here after we went in Qualimed, just to give you a little bit of idea on prices. So first of all, Cap and myself both went into a dermatologist. I want to have a look at a place on my back here, and just check and make sure it's like not something that needs to be removed or attention gave to anything. Turns out it was fine. So little spot had been like itching a lot though, and she subscribed some cream to put on there or something.
Yeah, cream, 2 kinds of cream.
And that was how much money?
That's one that cream. The other one cream is 300 pesos.
So about $6.
Yes.
And the visit that I paid her,
600.
I paid her 600.
Yes.
So I paid the dermatologist basically $12 US or less with this current exchange rate for the visit, and then we just said about $6 for the medication. And so we're looking at under 20 bucks for the medication and seeing the doctor both. So that was on the dermatologist. And then I don't know if it was for me lifting something or what, but I've been having a pain right here in my sternum. But I broke my sternum years ago, and they said it would never heal all the way up. But I just noticed it was sharp. If I pushed right there, it was a sharp, acute little pain. And only when you push pressure to it right there. I noticed when the kids would lay their head there and hug me, I'd feel it. So I want to get that checked. That it turned out nothing bad either. I probably ain't strained it or something at some point. But I went and saw a doctor on that, which they call it orthopedic.
Yeah, orthopedic, yeah.
Surgeon or whatever.
Surgeon, yeah.
But it was just a doctor that she referred me over into while I was there seeing the dermatologist. And just literally right around the corner there.
Yes.
Or next door. Yeah. And so went in and seen him. Great doctor. He was actually got his doctorate in Chicago, Illinois. He lived in Chicago, Illinois, did his training there, met his Filipino wife there that was a doctor already in the Philippines here in Iloilo, but she went to the United States and practiced as a nurse at the same hospital that he became a doctor at in the USA. And they were in the USA for years, but they returned back here, and she is a practicing doctor here in Iloilo, and he's a practicing doctor here in Iloilo. Anyway, he sent me down for X-rays. They had really nice X-ray equipment in there. They scanned it instantly. They had this digital scanner that scans it instantly, sends it right up to his office. Boom, man, it's just right on his computer. Real detailed. The staff that did the X-rays for me were so nice, and just, I don't know, like you're just hanging out with some friends or something while you're in there. They were really cool, Mel.
The one there in the X-ray?
Yeah, in the X-ray. So Mel, you went up and paid for that while I went and chilled out. How much did we pay for the X-rays?
The X-ray is 788.
So about 800 pesos.
Yes,
About 800 pesos. And they did like 4 different shots on me. I mean, and it's instant. There's no waiting for radiology and all this. That the radiologist was right there, looking it over, doing interpretations immediately, highlighting areas, putting notes right in front of my face, and sending it up to the doctor, instantaneous. So $8 for X-ray, so it's going. 800 pesos. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's.
And so about a little, with the current exchange rate, less than $16, $16. So that's pretty amazing. Then I went up and saw the doctor, and he went over everything with me, and what his findings were and all. The doctor himself, they charged me at that doctor 600 pesos in there for that doctor as well. 600 pesos. I mean, how $12 again? I guess that's what the dermatologist was too, right?
Yes, yeah. I think it's the rate there.
Yeah, the rate.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. You know, my jaws just dropped when I'm paying these prices, and he wrote me some prescription just to help, like with if I wanted it for like pain or this discomfort and all. And I said, no, I don't want to take any meds. He wrote it so I can feel if I want to. I told him I won't. I'll just take it head on. Mel knows I'm don't like taking medications into my body.
Yes, you're not the only one. My brother-in-law, he's not taking any medication to his medicine.
I can handle a little pain. I don't need to mask it. So I said, thank you, doc, but no, thank you. He said, well, here it is. You can feel if you want. And he asked if there was something else I wanted for pain. It was maybe like more mild, just so I could feel it and have it at our house if I ever needed some other time. It was like, that was generous. I said, no, we got stuff, and I'm just not a big pain med person, even though I live with some pretty severe pains.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just endure the pain.
Yeah, I endure it. I don't want to pickle my organs. So nevertheless, that was pretty cool. Cap seen the dermatologist as well. He paid about the same amount. Now, I'm not trying to throw Cap under the bus or anything, but he does have some things that he's got to do a follow-up on. From being in the sun exposure, she told him to get out of the sun. So he's going to have a couple little places. It's common. A lot of your viewers at your age and stuff, you've experienced it, you know, where they get those places on their skin somewhere and you have to get them froze off or whatever. You know, it's kind of like a little bit of a skin cancer, but you know, there's all different kinds. So I'm not trying to put anything out there on Cap. It's just part of it when you get a certain age. You worked a lot in the sun in your life and all, or welding or different things. So he's had to have those done before. he figured that was coming. So Cap will be doing some follow up on that, and it was very, very affordable, and we got it done and got on out of there. Melinda's she skipped what she needed to do yesterday because it was taking so long on myself and Cap. So we got another day going back for her because it's going to take them some time to examine this right in here. That to figure out all of that in there is going to take a little while. They got to go get a jackhammer to try to get in there. Well, anyway, it worked out all great, and just give you a little bit of idea about some medical costs. You know, I mean, I just want to share it to you, and you know what the expenses are. We had to make an appointment in advance. That wasn't no big deal. Just call. Once you get into one of those doctors inside the hospital, if there's another office you need to get into, they'll refer you right over right then. There's just has some protocols of appointments in advance. As I said while I was shooting there in front of their place, Iloilo is full of hospitals from one side of the town to the other. There is a lot of hospitals here.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
And there's also a lot of schools training doctors and nurses and all here in Iloilo. Students come from all over to train here. So it's a little bit kind of a medical town. I tell you, I've talked to people many times, and it's known a little bit as a medical town. So that'll give you a little bit of idea if you ever thought about coming and staying here or anything. There is lots of care nearby. There absolutely is. And this is what content on today's video is pretty much going to be. I hope maybe that's a little informative for you. If you got any questions,
yes,
and you want us to try to seek an answer for you, write in the comments below, and maybe we might be able to answer something for you. I will bring this up. They never asked us, or did they, if we had vaccination or anything to go in the hospital. So they never quizzed us. We never had to show a card or nothing for anything for vaccinations.
As long as you have an appointment.
You just had to have an appointment. They never asked anything about that stuff, you know. So I guess that's a positive.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Because before
so tight,
it was really strict about it. So I guess I could say that is a positive right there. Well, everybody, I hope this helps you out. It's late, and we're tired, and we're going to get some rest. So we'll talk to you on the next one.
Good night. Have a good night and good morning.
Take care.